Hey, what's up, Sports Talk Detroit? We are coming at you with mock draft 3.0. Hey, 1.0, 2.0 had a lot of views, had a lot of comments, so we want to keep it going. And Chris, I got to tell you, there is no way your draft is as good as mine in version 3.0. I am now a seasoned veteran GM, and I have put together, I had a blockbuster trade, I'm killing it, man. What do you think? You think you got a chance?
Yeah, no, I was going to say the nice thing is everybody watching, this is exactly what's going to you don't even need to watch the draft because this is what I'm going to tell you is exactly what's going to happen. And it's just nice to know beforehand. That way you don't have to stress about it. This is exactly what's going to happen. So Craig, you go ahead, man. You start us off. And
okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm ready to see this. We have no idea what the other one's going to say. I'm ready. Go for it.
I just want to be clear. I am obsessed with trading out of the number 2 pick for the last 2 weeks.
I love it. I
just want to get it out of here because nobody's convinced at the 2 DNs at the top are going to be just phenomenal. Nobody thinks they're Bosa yet.
Yes. If somebody wants to do that, oh my gosh, bye. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Sell it. So I was searching the internet. I was trying to find people that were as smart or smarter than me. And I find a guy with the Philadelphia Eagles that has proposed a trade to the Detroit Lions where the Eagles move up to the number 2 pick because you know who does believe that Hutchinson is a future defensive end, dominant defensive end? The Eagles. And they need one. They need a pass rush, especially after watching that game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They need to get pressure on the quarterback. So they have decided to trade up to the number 2 pick. And in return, the Detroit Lions get, wait for it, not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round picks because the Eagles hold number 15, number 16, and number 19. So the Eagles think they're one way away. We get 3 picks. And with the first pick, number 15, wide receiver, Drake London out of USC, 6'5", 210, high points the ball, 19 contested catches, led the NCAA, even though he only played in 8 games, just phenomenal. If you're going to sit here and say, oh, he's going to be gone, fine, I'll take Jameson Williams out of Alabama. Whatever. Yeah. You can't lose. No. I'm fine either way.
So that was pick 15.
Pick 15. I got 2 more. You want to do pick number 2 first?
Yeah, let me do pick number 2, and then you finish your first round.
All right.
I should have went first. I didn't know you were doing that. My bad. But
well, that's because we don't know what each other are going to do.
I love that.
I should have kicked it back to you.
Yeah. So my number 2 pick, I am just what Craig said. I am not sold on these DNs. I'm just not right up there. Both Thibodeau and Hutchinson. I'm not sure about them. So I'm sticking with Nakobe Dean at number 2. And
you're sticking with it.
Yep. And so some pushback on this. Some people like, hey, I like that. But
pushback on everything.
Yep. We just fill a hole. Boom. We're done. We get our linebacker, and now we can address other things deeper in the draft. So with the number 2 pick, I take Nakobe Dean. Craig, finish out your first round, man.
Okay. So with number 15, I took best wide receiver available, whether it was Drake London or Jameson Williams. I'm fine either way. With number 16, because now we just have a wealth of first round talent coming at us. We have picks all over the place. So we may as well go for the quarterback with the most upside because we have 3 first round picks. And after seeing Malik Willis in the Senior Bowl, the Detroit Lions are just infatuated with his physical talents, his arm talent, and his ability to learn and read the game well and quickly. That's even better than they thought. And they're like, this is our guy. He's the quarterback of the future. Malik Willis. He's still in the first round. So you get that 5th year on the contract out of Liberty. I signed up to do classes at Liberty 2 years ago, never ended up doing it. So I love Liberty. So let's go. This all works out really, really well.
You know why that's going to work is because, like you said, they're at the Senior Bowl. He's complete opposite of Jared Goff. So he looks just like a stud to our coaching staff, and they just love it. So I see that pick all day.
Is just like, what could I do with this guy's physical talents? This would be unbelievable.
And I think, and I love that pick because Goff's still our quarterback, but on, 2nd and goal from the 4, now he's in, and now what are you going to do? I love it.
Yeah. And nobody expects him to be ready year 1.
No.
So it's like, it's okay. Like let Goff play another year. All right, number 19. We still need that edge rusher. Like we've talked about in other videos. We still need an edge rusher. We're sticking home. We're going David Ajabo, edge out of Michigan, had a great year. His job is to rush the passer. Like the Sheila Ford thing when Harris came in. I just need you to rush the passer. Instead of spending $8 million on bringing Harris back on what might be a little too expensive of a contract, you draft Ajabo and you just bring him in to do the same thing that Harris was doing.
Love it.
So there you go. Instead of getting Hutchinson, you get top wide receiver, you get top quarterback, and you get another good edge rusher. Like, I don't know if the Eagles would do this trade, but if they do, I am running to accept it. I'm sprinting.
And that's
we still have more picks though.
Yeah,
where are you at number 32?
Well, I was just gonna say about our draft.
32?
About our draft is we've said it before. The top end is not what it usually is, but just picks mid first round to third round is just loaded. You can do anything you want. Yeah.
And teams are going to fall in love with a player that they view as far better than anyone else, and they still want to trade up for him.
Yeah. Oh, that's
just the way it happens.
Yep.
Somebody falls in love. 1 out of 32 has to fall in love. That's it.
That's right. So I'm at pick 32 now.
Yes.
And I take Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State, defensive end. And the reason I picked him, and this is what I like in defensive linemen, is I do like Ajabo, but for different reasons. But I like this guy because he's bigger. He's bigger, thicker.
I almost picked Johnson at 19.
Okay. Yeah. See, I've seen him anywhere from 15 to 35, and so hopefully he's there. But yep, bigger, thicker guy that can play the run and can play all three downs. So that's where I got at number 32. Where are you at now? Are you at 34 now?
No, I'm still at 32.
Okay, yeah,
I still have number 32. You know, and who knows? Maybe this trade ends up being number 2 and 32 for the 3 in the middle. I don't know what this looks like, but what I will say is I still have number 32 pick because I'm a trade wizard. Man, I'm looking really cocky in this video. I'm not this way, I promise. I'm just really like this draft.
Yeah, it's good.
At number 32 in previous mocks, you saw me go Hamilton with the number 4 pick. So I know we still need a safety. And I was stuck between Scene or whatever from Georgia.
Yeah.
And I ended up going with Daxton Hill on this one. I ended up going Dax Hill just because I have the most film on him because I've watched him play. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like, because I've seen him, I like him, but he was a 5-star athlete coming out. He has elite speed. He plays the ball well, and he plays the run well. Like, he's just a very well-balanced guy that also can step up in coverage on the line too. Like, if you need him to play in the slot on the outside, like, he can do those things. And that's important, especially with the way the league is going. So,
I like that. Yeah. He's better than I thought. First couple of years, and then obviously COVID year. Anyway, he's good. So okay, cool. So that's your 32. I'll go to 34.
34.
All right, 34. I'm gonna go Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Utah. So in my draft now, I've got Nakobe Dean, got a defensive end, and we got another linebacker. So our linebackers should be set with our rookie. I can't think of his name. Last year we took Barnes. Yeah. So I went 2 linebackers just because Devin Lloyd, I still have him sitting there. And this is another guy, man, that's, going anywhere from 15 to 30. And it's like, every team coming out of this draft is going to be feeling so good because everybody's projected. Yeah. There's such a range. So, but that's who I got at 34 is another linebacker. Great. Sure up the defense. How about you?
You have a great brain. You went out west for a linebacker. I went out west for a linebacker, and I went with Chad Muma out of Wyoming. I've told you I like the small school guy. The guy had like 140 tackles or something ridiculous this year. Like, he was everywhere. I understand it wasn't as good of talent he was playing against, but he flies around the field, and he does exactly what I talked about in the last one. He covers the pass well. Like, he has good speed. You see him out in the flat. You see him with multiple interceptions, pick sixes. Like, again, lesser talent, but he plays the pass well, which is something we need. I think he could play middle linebacker, but I think he's better as an off-ball linebacker. I think he could be a really good player out there for the Lions. So
that's good.
We're there.
Ooh.
All right, next and final pick, because we don't know the compensatory pick yet. So we're not doing that. So we're going to pick number 66, the second pick in the 3rd round. Who you got?
So now I have to address wide receiver. I think this is where Brad Holmes loves it. Third, fourth, fifth round. I mean,
Okay.
let's go. Is John
Okay.
Mechie the third, Alabama.
Great pick. Great pick.
So, hey, I like this because I don't want to use draft capital on the stud wide receivers, the early ones. I mean, I wouldn't.
Unless
I'd be
you have
okay
4
with
first
it.
round picks.
Yeah,
So.
I would be okay with it. No question. But I think wide receivers deep again this year. Brad Holmes loves that. So John Mechie is who I take. How about you?
All right. So I like where your head's at here. Again, we don't know what each other are doing. This is kind of crazy. Even though I've already drafted a wide receiver, I read the quote. From Randall L. right before I did this mock draft that they wanted to add 3 wide receivers, 1 through free agency, 2 through the draft. So I just drafted another wide receiver. I'm like, why not? So we got Drake London, our outside 6'5" guy. We got St. Brown, who can play anywhere. Now it's time to get just that slot wizard that is just a human highlight reel waiting to happen, which Mechie can help with that, your pick, which is really, really, really good. But at the same time, Khalil Shakir out of Boise State.
Let's go.
All right. Dude has been lighting it up down in, what is it? Where do they play the Senior Bowl? Anyways, he's been doing great. I think Mobile or something.
Yeah, there it is.
And like he's been playing phenomenal. We have good eyes on him. I don't know if he'll still be around at 66 because of how well he is playing. But my next pick was going to be the guy you took. So we're in the same place. We really are. I get it. And I will say this about my draft. I did something a little bit different. I pulled up the PFF, Pro Football Focus. I pulled up the big board. And with every pick outside of Drake London, which is why I had the Jameson Williams at caveat, I tried to pick a guy that was ranked. I drafted him before his ranking. So like I wanted to be sure people would be around when I picked them. So every one of these, it did that. Some of them were close, but
I love that. Yeah, man. I am cool with doubling up on some of these major need areas. Like I did it with linebacker, you did it with wide receiver. I would be cool in the secondary. I mean, that's the good and bad thing about us is we have so many holes that it's gonna be fine no matter what. And that's unfortunate because you take any position and we're gonna be like, all right, man, kind of needed that.
I would love to see what Jared Goff could do with a loaded line, running back room, and wide receiver room. Like, can we be an elite offense with Goff? If we can't, that's why we have Willis that we drafted at 16. So,
and that's the one guy that everybody just keeps kind of coming back to. I did a video way back in the season, like all right, this dude's just big. He fits the mold. Like, what if he could be Deshaun Watson? What if he could just be semi-mobile enough to make a play? Man, would that be nice? And I just love, because we saw it in the first game of the year last year where San Fran brought out their quarterback that they drafted. I'm
blanking too.
I know I'm blanking too, but it's like, all right,
not our team.
Yeah, Garoppolo takes him right down the field, and then he comes in at like the goal line, and it's like, oh crap. I mean, it just stresses the defense. We could use him in short yardage. I mean, how many times in a football game does it come down to 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 all the time? If you could just pick that up, man, with a read option quarterback, a direct snap draw to the quarterback. He's big. He's not like, hey, it's not like you're protecting him, right? We have Goff, but we can run him. We can do whatever. It would just
be cool. Extend plays at any point. Like it's just,
please,
man,
yes,
it'd be great. And if you have enough draft capital where you can use a 1st round pick and still just wait and be patient. It was Lance, by the way, the quarterback out of San Francisco. But like
Trey Lance.
But yeah, Junior. So anyway, things are getting weird. I think we need to end this video.
Love it. Yeah.
But I'm starting to like these mock drafts. People, if you like these videos, this was all Chris. Like he's like, no, we're going to do a mock draft. We're going to do a mock draft every week because people like it. We're going to like it. I'm like, I don't like it. Like, and here we are loving it. Loving it.
And when we do these exercises, it really makes me realize we're going to get better. Obviously, so is everybody else. But we're going to get better because of how loaded it is from like pick just 15 to 40 is just like, man, you can't go wrong. It doesn't feel like. So I love it, man. We'll keep doing them and looking forward to it.
Sweet, man. All right, so that's it. That's the end of the video. Hit that subscribe button. If you have watched till now, you have to like this. You're almost required to hit that subscribe button. But leave a comment below. Did we reach on a player? Did we get a player at that sweet spot? Let us know what you think and who you'd like to see the Lions draft coming up in late April. Thanks for watching.
See ya.